Yo, what's going on, Space Marines? Welcome back to the channel. And this video, I want to go ahead and explain to you guys briefly on the upgrading system for your weapons when it comes to playing operations in Warhammer Space Marines 2. So, yeah, without wasting a bunch of time, let's just get straight into this. Alright, so as you see on the screen right here, I have the Assault class selected. My Assault class is only level 17, not 25, but let's go ahead and explain everything on the screen real quick, just so that way new players can come in here and you kind of can get an understanding of what to do, what materials to use, what materials to save, so on and so forth. There's a couple things. First off, you have your base level, and you'll get experience each time you use that particular character. Doesn't matter what weapons or anything, just as long as you're using that class, you'll get experience. Experience will allow you to get perks on your perk tree. So if you look at your perk tree, you have all of these perks, and you know they're just beneficial to your gameplay, giving you more damage, some survivability, so on and so forth. Now, one thing is you don't have to purchase them all in order. For me personally, I purchased a couple of them. I skipped this secondary damage. I skipped that one, and then I went to get this next one. So you can purchase them whenever you want, as long as you have that currency in the top right corner next to your player tag. So let's talk about weapons, because this is the one that can be a little bit more confusing. So we'll look at this. Actually, we'll look at this first. The standard issue pistol. So you'll get this first one, right, which is a standard issue pistol, or bolt pistol. And you'll see there's two different EXP bars, essentially. So if you look right up above, well, we'll go to the green section, the master crafted. You'll see that this little bar is almost halfway. But then if you go ahead and look at the pistol, there's a mastery that says 0 out of 1800. Or if you look at my standard issue, it's 1300 out of 1300. So if you're looking at the weapon, the mastery level is what's going to allow you to, if you see the second tier right here where it says perk tree, it'll allow you to get perks on that particular weapon. So these perks definitely allow you to do more damage and things of that nature. So as you see, the first perk that I chose was damage increase against the terminus enemies, 10%. That's what I went for my perk. You could have went for spread or whatever if you want, but each time you upgrade or use a weapon and get its mastery up, then you max it out, max out the mastery, and then you'll get a perk, a mastery point, so you can purchase a perk. Just depends on what you want. So there's 3 in Mastercrafted, so you're gonna get 3 mastery points, and you can place all 3 of them there. And then if you go to the Artificer, there's 4, so you're gonna get 4 points, so you can do 4 along the same line or tree or whatever. And the same goes with the Relic class. There's 3 weapons, so then you'll get 3 perks. Now, let's say you look at the perks for Relic and you're like, you know, these, honestly, they're not really all that great. I don't really care for that. So once you unlock Relic weapons, you can get your Relic weapon, and then you can just use those mastery points that you got from the Relic weapons and just put them into, let's say you wanted that extra 5% melee damage on the Mastercrafted tier list, or let's say you wanted to go for, like, you know, bonus damage versus chaos enemies and an extra, you know, bit of whatever, you know what I mean? So, like, you can do that. You don't have to go streamlined like how I'm going. You could mix and match. You can add a little bit of extra from here to here, from here to here, whatever. So that's that. That's a whole nother thing. But essentially what you need to know is each weapon has its own individualized mastery EXP gain when you use that weapon. So you use that weapon to get experience, so you can get a mastery point to unlock a perk. Now, if you see the bars up here next to the, like, standard and then there's Mastercrafted, Artificer, and Relic. This bar is as long as you're using the weapon. So as long as I'm using the hammer, I will continuously get experience for this until I reach the required 17,000 experience. So I'm 4,010 experience away. So it doesn't matter which hammer I'm using. As long as I'm using a hammer, I will get experience and level that up. So then that means I'll be able to unlock the next tier of weapons, Relic. So that's the basics on how to essentially, yeah, that's the basics on how to get a weapon and level up your weapons and things of that nature. It follows the same path for literally every single thing in the game, every weapon. It's all the same exact thing. Now, in order to unlock the Mastercrafted, you're gonna need these materials that you see in the top left. Or my apologies, top right. So there's the green material, and the green material will unlock all Mastercrafted items. So if you use one green material, it'll unlock the Mastercrafted, and it'll unlock the segment for the perk tree. And then if you want to unlock the Artificer after you reach the required experience, which is 7,500, then you use the purple ones to go ahead and get yourself, another weapon, or a purple weapon, and it'll go ahead and unlock the next perk tree as well. So on and so forth down to relic. So that's how all of that works. Now, let's say you're like me, person, and with the hammer, and let's say you're like, okay, I know I want to use, for me, like, I love using this particular hammer. I don't really care for the balance or the fencing hammer, whatever. I don't really want to use it, but I want the mastery points. So, use the gold. As you see right here, I only have 57. You get gold by completing missions. So make sure you're playing a difficulty that you know you can complete, so you don't waste time in a hard difficulty that you don't complete, so you don't get gold. You know what I mean? So now, like I was saying, let's say I want to get this weapon, and which I did it for these two. So you can purchase a weapon. Let me see if I can. Okay, we'll do it right here. All right, so if you look at the this melee weapon, the fist, as you see, my mastery rank on this is only 893 out of 1,300. Now, I could either use the weapon, like go into a combat mission and use a weapon, and I don't have my first perks yet because I don't have a mastery point. Or what I can do is, depending on the rarity of the weapon, depends on which one of those three materials up the top, the green, purple, or yellow, that you can use just to automatically increase the mastery. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that for you right now. So you see I have 4 green little materials, and if I hold the button, now look, it's masteried up, and as you see right here, I have a perk. So I can go ahead and pick a perk. Now bam, there we go. Now, unfortunately, I still need the required 1,500 experience to go ahead and unlock the next segment of weapons and stuff like that, but that's where you're gonna have to play and use the weapon. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, for all of you guys who are just starting out, pick a character, as you see right here. Pick a character and go do the trials. As you see, if you complete the trials, you'll get a green material plus a little bit of gold. This will, if you do this, you can do this for everybody. So you'll get a whole lot of these little green materials, which will definitely set you up, especially for starting out and being able to, at least get your first perk, and if you want to do it that way, unless you want to use it, and then you have the option to get your first set of master crafted weapons, which obviously it's a little stat increase, will make it a little bit easier. You'll do more damage and stuff like that. So make sure you do those trials as well. So that's pretty much it. Super simple, super quick. Once you understand it, then it's like, man, but it can be a little confusing at the start. So I just wanted to make this quick video for you guys to kind of explain that, the ins and outs of leveling weapons and characters in I was about to say the First Descendant. Leveling characters in Warhammer Space Marines 2. So that's it for me, guys. If you guys learned anything, if you guys like this, please comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and that's it for me. Until next time.